Alright then, boys. So, Icon Swaps 3 and new objectives for the seasons and some SBCs. Let's take a look. If you guys need some FIFA 20 coins that are safe, cheap and reliable, then make sure you get yourself over to mulefactory.com and go ahead and use the code NerdFire at the checkout to get yourself 5% off your order and build on your ultimate team now and get the best players possible in your team. Okay, boys, so today we are back with a brand new video, and actually I don't even know what the promo is this week. I don't know if we've got a promo. If we haven't, I mean, it still says some FUT Player Day stuff, but we haven't got anything that's actually new in packs. Whether the Conniball players are still out, I have no clue. But today, basically, we also got icon swaps, like I said, season objectives. Anyways, first things first, let's take a look at the season objectives and let's see what's new for this season. All right then, boys, so let's go into the objectives first of all, and let's take a look at what we are seeing. So we've got some daily objectives, blah, 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 blah. Then we've got some player days objectives where if you win 5 games, you can get yourself a premium gold players pack. If you win 10, you get a mega pack, and if you win 15, you get a prime gold player pack. And then if you complete all of them, you also get a rare mega pack as well. Obviously, it can be done in any game mode, as you can see there. You can even do it in friendlies probably. So if you want an easy way to get a rare mega pack, go and get your mate and slap him up in a few friendlies. Easy. Then if we keep going down, we've got a St. Patrick's Day kit as well for you guys that are Irish or like St. Patrick's Day or St. Paddy's Day. As you can see, it's all Irish theme related, obviously, as well. And then we go down, we've also got an Adidas kit. Not the biggest fan of this kit, I'm not going to lie, but once again, pretty simple to complete if you want to grind for a kit. I mean, it's up to you. Then obviously, if you go down again, we've got the Icon Swaps challenges. Obviously, we haven't looked at the players yet, but we've obviously got the basic ones where you have to win 4 rival matches using 9 first-time players for each of these leagues. Then we've got some more online ones. And for the first one, you need to win 5 games using 11 UCL players. Second one, you need to win 5 games using 11 first-own players, and for the final one, you need to win 12 FUT Champions games. And then onto the single players, we've got the Samba squad, which is 11 Brazilian players with 6 games you have to win with, and over 5 wins for using 11 Japanese players in your squad, and over 5 wins where you have to use Conniball players, 11 of them as well, and 5 wins with, using 11 Liga NOS players as well. I mean, yeah, Icon Swaps grind. I mean, there are some good options that we're going to see in a minute that I will show you guys. There are some decent ones from this, so yeah, I definitely say it is worth grinding. But first things first, let's look at the brand new season and what we can get through that. So as you can see, we got the basic stuff at the start. I'm basically going to look at the main stuff in terms of players. So we can get a lone Maldini here for 7 games. Obviously a very, very overpowered card. Not looking forward to playing against that in the weekend league, I can't lie. Then on the next page, obviously we've got some more packs you can get. Then we've also got a Prime Icon Moments Del Piero that you can get your hands on as well. And then if we keep going through, we've got the first set of 3 players which you can choose from. We've got an 86 rated Sergeant, 91 pace, etc. But 3-star, 3-star. Doesn't look too appealing because of that, I'm not going to lie. Then if we keep going along, we have got Maida, 96 pace guy. Once again, 3-star, 3-star. Not the greatest. And then we've got Thorsby, who's actually 2-star skills and 3-star weak foot. Clearly don't want anyone to be using skills from these players, do they? But yeah, up to you guys who you choose from there. Not really the biggest of players. Then if we keep going along, we've got the likes of Premium Gold Players packs down here, Mega Packs, a Rare Election Players pack. And then we've got Prime Gold Players and another one as well. And then on the final page, you can get yourself a 50k pack for free. And then we have got Fred. Oh my god, this card just looks incredible. Obviously, as a Man United fan as well, I am 100%, 1,000,000% going for Fred. But this card looks disgusting. 84 pace, 90 dribbling, 83 shooting, 83 defending, 86 passing, 78 physical, and obviously 4-star, 4-star. Beautiful card. Then if you go along to the next one, you got Belotti. 3-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Don't go for him. If you're going to go for anyone, either go for Fred or the next one on the list. And the next one on the list is indeed Carrasco. Obviously, not a bad looking card at all. 4-star, 4-star on that left if you need a left midfielder. Overall, I know who I'm going for. Definitely Fred. And I'd probably recommend going for Fred out of all 3 of them if you get to that stage. So yeah, definitely going to go for that and definitely going to get my hands on that Fred card. All right, so next up, let's take a look at these swaps you can get, or the players you can get from Icon Swaps from this season. Or sorry, the Icon Swaps batch 3. So if we go along to it now, starting at the bottom, we've got the likes of Litmanen, Prime Icon Moments. We've got a Prime Icon Moments Trezeguet. We've got a Prime Icon Moments Gattuso, and also a Prime Icon Moments Laudrup on the first page. So on to the next page, we've got Carlos Puyol, Prime Icon Moments, a Prime Icon pack. Then if you keep going along, we've got the likes of Overmars, Prime Icon Moments, and Baby Hullet. I mean, not really worth it, really. Prime Icon Moments Lampard, Prime Maldini. We've got Prime Kaká in there, Prime Dalglish as well. Then we've got Prime Icon Moments Ian Rush, Prime Icon Moments Bergkamp, Prime Icon Moments Requelme, sorry, not Prime Icon Moments, just Middle Maradona, I think that is. Then we've got Prime Icon Moments Petit, Icon Moments Cannavaro, Icon Moments Alberto, Prime Garincha. God, bumming out. One more page. And then the final player is Baby Zidane, obviously a very nice card. And as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be telling you guys my top 10 icon swaps to go for. I usually do pairs, but obviously you guys can choose who to put in the pairs with one another. If you're just going to go for one player and want to grind out for one, I'm going to do a top 10 of that now. Like I said though, like if you have spare tokens, obviously you can get people below that, and if it adds up to the 24, you're all good. But number 10 on the list, I've gone for Garincha. Obviously a very, very decent card in this game. You got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Decent looking card, obviously very, very good. I've used his baby card and he's absolutely solid, so he is definitely one that I would recommend and would put in 10th place 100%. Obviously sitting at 21 tokens, if you want to grind that many tokens, you can obviously get this card. Very, very good card, definitely can be used throughout most of the game, and he is the player I'd put in the 10th position. Alright, so on to number 9 is once again one of the 21 token players, and that is actually the Carlos Alberto Prime Icon Moments. I mean, I feel like this right back is literally end game. Like, this will be your right back for the rest of the game if you go with this card. Obviously, like I said, 21 tokens though, so once again, a lot to grind for one player, but if you want a right back that will probably be there for the rest of the game, like even after team of the season, he is definitely an option you can go for, and I'd put him at slot number 9. Moving down to number 8, we're just kind of going down the list at the moment because these three players are obviously very, very good options, but like I said, a lot to grind for one player. But once again, 20 token this time, sorry, actually in Prime Icon Moments Cannavaro. Once again, an end game centre back. This guy will be in your team for the rest of the game if you grind it out. Like, honestly, he will be there. Like, he's solid. I've used his baby card, incredible, and this Icon Moments will be just as good. Sorry, actually better, a lot better. I mean, very, very nice looking card if you look at his attributes and obviously his overall card. Definitely an option you could consider, and at 8th place. At number 7, we're actually sticking on the same page again. It's going to be Petit, probably once again one of the end game players you can keep, and obviously a little bit less tokens in 19. I probably would have switched actually Petit and Cannavaro around. Now I think about him going in 8th and him going in 7th, because obviously Cannavaro is a little bit better, but once again, a guy you can keep in CDM for the rest of the game. Look at his stats. He's got incredible stats overall. Absolutely solid CDM. If you've ever used any of his other cards, you know that he is very, very solid in game. So I'd say probably switch him and Cannavaro around. So Cannavaro goes in 7th and he goes in 8th. But yeah, Petit is definitely an option you can go for, but once again, a lot of tokens to grind for one player. So it's up to you. All right, so on to now number 6. For 15 tokens, you can get yourself Kaká. As you can see, a very, very nice looking card. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I mean, I've used his prime, his loan, and it's decent. Obviously, if you're looking for a cam, he's an option to go for from these icon swaps. Very, very nice in game. Obviously, the 5-star skills, I personally really do like 5-star skills. So that's why he's in number 6 for me, quite far down. And obviously, if you go for the Kaká as well, if you think about it, you have another 9 tokens, which you can go ahead and get the prime icon pack for. So I'd say Kaká is definitely a nice option to go for, and maybe going for the prime icon pack first and then get Kaká after, but definitely number 6 on the list. Number 5 on my list is actually going to be Kenny Dalglish. This is obviously the middle version of Dalglish, but everyone raves about this card and says he's very, very good in game. Like, not just this one, but Dalglish overall, this FIFA has been incredible for a lot of people. Obviously, a solid striker, 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. You can't really go wrong with this card. I mean, he is definitely an option you can keep up front for ages. Maybe when it comes to the team of the season, you might switch him out, but for what? How many tokens? 16 tokens. Definitely has to be on this, on the top 10 leaderboard for this icon swaps 3, 100%, and definitely a solid striker option to have in your team. Moving now to number 4, I'm actually going to go for the Frank Lampard. I'm going to throw him here in the mist at quite low down. Obviously, 10 tokens once again. Very, very cheap for a prime icon moments. Obviously, 3-star skills, sorry, 4-star weak foot. Not too bad of a looking card. I mean, English-wise as well. Obviously, you can get some nice, strong links with him. And actually, the card looks pretty decent. I mean, for 10 tokens, can you really complain? So, place 4. Obviously, once again, you can get the prime icon pack with him as well. And definitely a solid option to go for there. So, number 3, I'm kind of contradicting myself about grinding for one player, but it is going to be the top player. And I know you guys are probably going to complain at me in the comments. Maybe he should have been higher up and someone else should have been further down. But this Zinedine Zidane card, I have used this baby Zidane card. Obviously, at 24 tokens, a top dog. Oh, sorry, 23 tokens. He is the top guy. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. This guy can play CDM. He can play cam. He can probably not striker, but he can definitely play CDM, a cam, a centre mid. Can play so many different positions. Like, honestly, he is so good. And if I didn't have this other option that I'm going to go for, that is actually a number 1 slot, I would go for this card. But because of another one, I'm not going to. But do not allow that to take the focus away from this card being absolutely incredible. Like I said, though, it is a long stretch and a lot of tokens to grind for. And obviously, I didn't put it at first because I just don't think that many tokens, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I had so much fun using this card. I wish I could get him back. I mean, I can at the moment, but honestly, an absolute solid CDM. That's where I played him. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Absolute beast card, and I can understand why the tokens are so high for it. All right, then on to the top 2. So coming in at number 2 is actually 92 rated Maldini. Obviously, this is his middle card, but he is literally one of the best centre-backs on the game. And for how many tokens? 13 tokens for this middle Maldini. I was about to say prime. Middle Maldini, 82 pace, 95 defending, 81 physical. And then alongside him, you can get that prime icon pack as well. Like I said, I'm not doing these in pairs. And if I did, then you would have seen a lot more being paired with the prime icon pack and the number 1 slot being a little bit different. But this Maldini, in terms of solo, 13 tokens, you cannot complain. He will literally, like I said, once again, like other players, be in your team probably till the end of the game. And 13 tokens shouldn't be too hard to get. So he's number 2. And then obviously at number 1, if you hadn't guessed already, the prime icon pack. Like if you don't want to grind out for anything else, you can just get this card, or like I said, you can get them with other players like the likes of Maldini, Kaká, etc. Other ones that I've suggested in this list. But 9 tokens for a prime icon player. Obviously you are betting in on luck there, but I would just say go with it. Honestly, just go with it and see what you can get from that, because that is what I'm going for first out of anything. Like, I'm not going to say, I'm literally going to get my 9 tokens, get the prime icon pack, fingers crossed get something good. If you don't, then you don't. But I just feel like it's worth it this far through the game to try your luck and see if you can get a sick prime icon. And that is why I have put it at number 1. Anyways, boys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I showed you there, the new season stuff, the icon swaps, the top 10 list for me that I'd suggest for you guys, and obviously the new SBCs, etc. as well. What I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments who you guys think is the best icon to go with from the list. Give me your top 10 or your top 3 maybe. Maybe top 10's a bit too much for a comment, but top 3 icons you would go from this icon swaps batch number 3. But yeah, guys, anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.